Well, you know that Thomas Attwood wrote more than one sonatina. This is his Sonatina number 3 in F major, and I'm going to take you through a few physical gestures to help your students play this sonatina beautifully as well as in classical style. So in the very beginning of this piece, we have a lovely melody in the right hand with a gently rolling over the hills kind of motion in your left hand. So always tuneful. We want to make sure that the student feels the crescendo going to the high point of the phrase so they can start with playing with a dropped wrist. And then as they play through those 5 notes, they are moving into the wood of the piano, forward into the keys, and each time they are raising their wrist a little bit more until they are in this nice feeling of pushing forward. And then they drop, push forward, drop. And we want to make sure that the end of this phrase just gently goes into the next one. So they could practice it like this. I added a little pedal there, if you notice. They can prepare that move more quickly for a good play, prepare, practice strategy. So ready, look, move, and then play. In the next section, we have the melody in the left hand. And actually, there's a nice melody in the right hand too. So we have a nice duet there. And the composer writes cantabile. We almost want to sing out loud, don't we? But we want to sing with our piano playing instead of with our voices. So at the end of the first part of that phrase, or I should say, it's at the end of that first 4-bar phrase, we can have our students push forward with both hands and arms. Push forward, push forward. And then you'll notice with this lovely section, instead of having the student roll like this, because there really isn't any change of sound when the elbow goes around and around, but instead I have the student drop and then roll forward into the wood of the piano. And you'll notice that, oh, there's a B flat there. You'll notice that the phrasing is better when they shape the notes like that. Okay, so here's the entire first movement. Push forward. The whole time I was playing that, I was thinking about what physical gestures I would teach the student. So let's go ahead and convey that, show that to our students so that they in turn can play with that kind of ease and beauty of tone. Now, movement 2. Since classical era music is based on 4-bar phrases, we always want to think about that and teach that. And in this particular instance, the 4 bars can also go streamlined into the second 4 bars. So we have a nice long phrase. So then we have an 8-bar phrase. So we want to convey that to our students so they understand that. And the same thing will happen in the next section. 4 bars, but we're going to keep that going. And then we have the third and final phrase, which is 8 bars long again. Okay, so you notice what I'm really doing a lot of is dropping and rolling, and I'm moving forward and back towards my body. And again, if we didn't use those physical gestures and the students would just play like this, then there isn't any phrasing. So there always must be flexible wrist, there always must be a sense of musical line, and the left hand, the student probably wants to listen for the notes that are on the downbeats.